Good morning, this is Laura from Sold on RV Life, and I want to welcome you to the mess shop or the workshop. I'm still working on Christmas. This video is going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, weather tips along with decorations, Christmas, all of that good stuff. So I want to show you what I've been working on. Let the creative magic begin. I'm getting ready for my very first resin pour. We don't know how this is going to work out, but here we are in the middle of winter inside an RV. I'm sure the ventilation probably is not all that adequate. We're just going to be mindful. I'm going to be doing a very, very small project. Barely, probably 5 ounces, about the most I'm going to do today. So hopefully this is just a trial and error. I have got the fireplace is going, the furnace is going, and this little space heater is going with a fan. And I've actually raised the temperature in this area by 6 degrees. No, 7 degrees already. So we're at 75, actually. Yeah, we're at 75 degrees in this area. So hopefully, we'll see. Hey, Lauren, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, I'm going to warm up my resin by soaking it into, putting the bottles in some water to warm it up a little bit. And then I'm going to get started. Cross your fingers. Oh, we're almost done. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left. There's the timer. Okay, well, that's that. Now what? I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Alright, so I'm going to get ready to pour these. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try it. At least it's not very much. So we're going to mix them up a little bit. I don't know if these are the best things to use or not, but we'll find out, right? We'll find out. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter, mica powder, and that's it. Because I would like it, these are ornaments, so I like them to be clear. You know what? I don't have humongous expectations, but let's find out. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's bring you in for a close-up. This is helping the shadow on it. So you know what? This was my first try. It's an experiment. We'll see what they look like. I don't know how I'm gonna wait long enough to test to find out if it actually worked, but I got it to a good 76 degrees in this area. let you know how it works out. Okay, I have an update on the headboard and all of the wrapping that we did outside. So let's get some light on the subject. This area feels dry. It's cold, but it feels dry. But I had this little Pro Breeze dehumidifier here, and it was on the floor, and it's been there for a while. I would say, oh, at least maybe 2 weeks or so. And I pulled it out today, and I don't know if you can see how much liquid that it has accumulated. So it's doing something. It might not be, you know, probably it's not near powerful enough. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up for now. You know, this is gonna be a long winter, and we'll see what kind of, as long as we can keep it away, you know, and not overwhelming as far as the wetness goes, I think we'll be all right. And here's the only heat register in this bedroom, and we've been using one of those magnet things. It doesn't actually magnet over it because this is plastic, but we do use it at night to cover it so it doesn't get too hot in here. It's only 63 in here, and I have the door open. But what happens is we've been closing the door, and we've been putting this towel under here because we could feel a draft coming through here, because a lot of you will know that the RV doors don't always come to the floor. So so we've been doing that. That's helping a lot, but it also keeps the bedroom very cold. So just little changes we've made, tweaks that seem to be helping. Well, it has been almost, not quite 24 hours, but I am so excited about trying to unmold these. So hopefully, I'm still in my jammies, so hopefully you can't see me. But let's see how this turned out. These here I'm gonna save to do a second pour with my grandson so we can decorate them. One. A little bit harder one. So I guess I'm just gonna manhandle it. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Look at that. Spilled a little bit of the sprinkle right there, but what do you think?
Yeah, looks cool. Nice. They got a little bit of weight to them.
Yeah.
Comes right out though, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna probably be better if I waited the full 24 hours, but...
What, to take them out of the mold?
Yeah, it
I
said...
don't think that'll do it.
Wow.
That looks cool.
One more.
Yeah, I think you're good as far as focus. It's hard to tell on this little screen.
Almost better if I do it this way, it feels like. Then I don't worry as much as when I'm watching it. I'm afraid I'm going to bend it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But if I don't watch it and I just pull it out, then... Pretty neat.
Yeah.
And you know what? I am just impressed. It was really, really super easy. Okay. I pulled up and look what I see. Wow, that's what I call Christmas lights. So I've been working on some other resin projects. I think I showed you some of these already, so there's that. And then I did the other day, I worked on one more, and I think it's very pretty. You can see what's in there. Those are sprinkles. red, white, and green sprinkles, like for cupcakes or frosting. So
What up, YouTube? So we're going to share some info with you. I'm going to share some info with you that I learned today because I didn't know, and it's probably good info. Again, tankless water heaters. So we're in the colds of Nebraska, and one of the people that I work with has their trailer here as well, and it has a tankless hot water heater in it. And he has it parked here in the park, but not using it. And so the propane runs out because, you know, it runs the heat and that kind of stuff. But he hasn't been in it. He thought he had winterized the trailer by blowing all the lines out with the compressed air. Well, come to find out, he didn't empty the hot water lines, especially those that go through his tankless water heater. And they have little copper lines that run in there that allows it to go through the heat exchanger and all the rest of the stuff. Well, that water in there froze. And of course, water expands, it bursts the little copper pipes. So we called the RV tech guy to come out, and long story short on that, they thought they could maybe repair it. I'm thinking, oh, copper lines like in your house, you can, you know, do a little repair, solder it in, whatever. Well, I guess those lines that they use, whether it be Furrion or whoever it is, the manufacturer, are so thin that once they break, you're done. So anyway, he's now out a $1,200 tankless water heater. That's a bummer. So the tech came by, and I had a chance to talk to him. And I said, well, question for you. If I have a tankless hot water heater, which we do, and we've talked about, you see one of our other videos. Was it the right side? No.
this is above your
Left shoulder? Anyway,
yep.
You'll see a link here somewhere. You know, and it's midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's 0 degrees outside, wind chill blowing it, making it -5. Why is my tankless hot water heater not bursting pipes? Because we're not running water, and it's cold outside. So you would think that those. He goes, well, the tankless hot water heaters have antifreeze protection in them. That I thought was kind of a generalized statement. So not all of them do. I did some research on ours. We have a Furrion. I did some research on ours, and from what I could tell, because model numbers change over the years and stuff, and this is a 2022 model trailer, so I'm assuming that's a 2021 model tankless water heater. But from what I can tell, it has that antifreeze protection. So what does that mean? So I'm going to give you the generic and then what's specific for Furrion. The generic is in the control board, it has the thermostat in there, and it senses when the ambient temperature outside gets to 39 degrees or lower. I don't know why 39 is a cutoff, but that seems to be what it is. And then it will turn on a heating system. Some of them have an electric heater element that just heats up the water that's in those pipes enough so that it doesn't freeze. What the RV tech told me, and that may be, from what I'm seeing, it's specific to certain models, ours being one of them, is that that control panel with the antifreeze protection in there actually fires the burner and warms up those. And so he said when it gets really, really cold, every couple of minutes, you can hear your hot water heater kind of fire on for 10 seconds and then shuts itself down. So that's the antifreeze protection that's in there. We obviously have it because we've had some really cold nights and our hot water heater has not sprung a leak. So my guess is, from the research I've done, is that we have the gas and it fires it up every time it needs to when it gets to 39 or below and warms that water up, so then we don't have broken lines, and when we turn the water on, we get hot water. So yeah, didn't know that. Mind blown. Makes sense. Check your hot water heaters, your tankless hot water heaters. If you don't have those freeze protection, then the owner's manual for at least the Furrion says you have to winterize if you know you're going to be in cold weather. because that's a shame. That's just a little copper pipe and had a little bit of a break from the water, and they're non-repairable. So if that line breaks, it's a whole new heater. And he was quoted $1,200. Ouch. Protect your hot water lines. Like, subscribe, comment, later.